Okay, we are live. I saw those. Okay, so I'm going to put you guys all the way over here if I can. Let's do this without destroying anything, shall we? Nice. That way we can put you guys on camera where you guys can see what's going on here. All right. Okay, so we are live out here. It's cool. All right. Let's go home. Here. That's weird. Oh, there it is. Like, usually it's on here. But there it is. Okay. So essentially what we're going to be doing is we are going to be doing some cleanup here. So we are going to take off the monitors and we're basically just going to show you guys what we're doing here. So hello everybody. Hello, hello, hello. All right. Let's we're going to do some file cleanup right now. Essentially what I'm going to do is I'm going to take all my files that I have downloaded and I'm going to put them in the proper area where they should have always been. So handy skin. I don't know what that is. Yes, I'm very meticulous in the way I have to have things. So, is it black screen for everyone else? I don't know. Is it? I hope not. Let's check. Let's check and see. StreamYard, live viewer comments. I can see on YouTube. Yeah, this is on TikTok, I guess. So let's take a look at the TikTok here. Let's see what's going on. That's weird. It says I'm not even live. What is going on here? Is there something wrong with TikTok?
Thomas, what's up? It's your.
What's up, Rob? Okay, so lost connection. Try switching between. Okay, that's weird. Let's share this. Share in Messenger. Let's find me. Okay.
Resin 3D print.
It's really weird. something is afoot with the TikTok stream. Huh. Wonder if we have to do an update. Yeah, I guess so. Well, maybe we can't go live on TikTok. I mean, it's live, but I don't know what's going on. I'll be right back, guys. Let me see if maybe it needs an update. Very strange. 365 viewers. Yeah, we're right. That'll be the day when I die. Oh, you said you could. You know that's a lie, 'cause I don't. So I had TikTok updated 8 minutes ago, so maybe we just need to do a restart. Let's try that. Bust fan art Moon Knight. Oh, you live live all over. Yes. Do I make cash doing this? Not really. Maybe on my YouTube, but not doing this. No. You got a store or website I can check out? I have one, but it's for specific type of products. It's etsy.com/Akuma Mods. The name that's in the bottom there. That's the place to go to. But I don't usually sell these models that I'm doing unless I have the rights to do so, which most of them I don't think I do. But we can always talk with the creator and see. But yeah, essentially that's what we're going to be doing. We're just basically undoing all of these setups here. I want to see what this is. Okay, hopefully that's good now. Let's double check this. Hello, Selena. How are you? Baby. There we go. That's better. Busy with work. Yeah, I'm kind of doing the same thing. I'm doing some rearranging of some models and stuff like that. So I just need to see what's what. So let's go to 3D objects. Okay. There we go. That's a little better. Heat Studios Adventure. Lotion. Let's see what this is. Oh, I think I know what this is. Yeah, it is. Okay. I know exactly what this guy is. Okay. How is everybody tonight? We got about 5 people watching. Okay, I think this is miniatures, which I think this is pop minis, if I'm not mistaken. Yes, they are. Okay, so we have to extract all of these. Let's go to actually this is Sentai Richards, not Power Richards technically. What's up? What's up? Fighting villains. I think this is yeah, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. Extract to the Exterminators, which I'm guessing this is Terminators, since it says T800. Yeah, that's pop minis as well. Let's do. What's up, Steven? How's it going, man? Pop minis. Get that all extracted. Built by Ross. What's up, man? Good, good. Yeah, I'm just I'm kind of going through models and everything, and just getting them all out of here. So getting them to the right area that they need to be. Basically, let's take a look at this. Let's see what it is. Yes, I know exactly what this is. This is Yosh Studios. Feeling any better? I am, but I'm still like congested, and I still have a sore throat. So so not 100%, but definitely better than what I have been. Recommend you a Core XY printer. I can't recommend one because there's not ones that are really good. The Trunksy is about the only one that I would even remotely suggest, but essentially you're looking at a however many $100 printer, and you might as well just buy upgrades with it right away because it's just that much of a pile of garbage out of the box. You know, you may get it to work better than, you know, your Ender, but it's not a good machine. The other Core XYs are Creality machines, and I won't even suggest those. They're not there's not really a good one except for maybe like a Voron, but a lot of people don't have the money to spend on a Voron. My 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 ender is going to mean a BFH. I can completely understand. That's why I suggested the Anycubic Viper. I've had the Viper. It's about the same size as an Ender, and it's been a great printer. I know a lot of people like the Anycubic Cobra Max, which it looks like it's essentially a large Viper, but I don't know that for certain. I haven't looked at the hot end from it, so I don't know. So we'll have to see. But yeah, the Voron is the only one that I can suggest for a good Core XY. Maybe the Bamboo Labs. I think that's a Core XY, but I've seen the Bamboo Labs and I'm just it's kind of so-so. Like it wants to be a Voron, but it just doesn't have the initial power to be a Voron. If that makes any sense. Like basically when you crank up the speeds, it's going to turn to garbage. That's essentially what happens with that. What am I doing? Oh, I think I know who this is. Pretty sure I know who this is. I think this is Nam Nam. What's up, Star 3D Printing? What's up, man? Sticking to the build plate is causing me issues on that right now. I have a PI plate in the mail. I do not have a Bamboo Labs. No, I do not. But I did see it when I was at Murph 2 weeks ago. I saw Jim from the Edge of Tech. He's a YouTuber. He has the Bamboo Labs, and he was printing some stuff when it. And like I said, it looked okay. It wasn't anything spectacular in my opinion. So that's just my 2 cents on it. I mean, maybe it's just his that looked like that, but I know Uncle Jesse had some issues with his. So I don't know. And I see Ben, it's Boy in Space on TikTok, is about the only one that I see having successful prints with it, but there's still a lot of problems with it from time to time. Yeah, I just want I want this cold and this sickness to be gone and over with because I haven't heard out of my right ear for like a month and a half now. And it's really starting to annoy me. You know what? Another one. I don't know if it's Core XY though, but rat rigs are supposed to be just as good as Vorons. Now, I don't know anything about rat rigs. I barely know enough about Vorons as it is, but from looking at Voron builds, I mean, essentially you're making the Core XY, so you can make it as good as you really wanted to. It all depends on how deep your pocket is. And essentially, I think the whatchamacallit, the rat rigs are the same thing. So you need some shine at Secure-All. Yeah, so I was outside this weekend at the carnival, just kind of walking around, and it was okay. I was hoping that would be maybe a remedy because I'm just not an outside person. But let's see. Hey, Matt, check out Vez 3D on TikTok or on YouTube. Where is that? You guys got to specify. YouTube. Okay. I want to say I know who that is. That name sounds very familiar to me, but I'm not going to be like that type of person where, yeah, I know everybody, but I do know a lot of people. So let's take a look really quick. Let's go on his YouTube. Let's see what's going on here. The YouTube's Vez 3D. 19,000 subscribers. That's newbie. Oh, you know what? I think this is the guy that like puts his at 1,000 millimeters, isn't it? Yeah, I know who this is. I've seen him around. I don't know him, but yeah, I've seen him around. I've seen him post some stuff. I'm pretty sure this is the same guy I'm thinking of, where he had one. He had like a small one, I thought. Maybe that's not the same guy. Oh, yep. No, I do know him. Yeah, I've seen him. I've seen him posting around. What's up, Luna? How's it going? What's up, Star? Can you guys hear me on TikTok? I think you can. What's up, Star? Oh yeah, you can. Okay. He's printing at 1,500 millimeters a second. I'll be honest, that's insanely fast. What the hell do you need to print that fast? And the thing is like, all right. So you can probably print at 1,500 millimeters a second here. Okay, don't get me wrong. But essentially, you can't print all parts at that fast speed. And there's lots of factors in it, basically, is what I'm getting down to. So, like, don't get me wrong, that is awesome and great. But, like, look at that hot end, dude. That's probably like $1,000 right there, easily in the hot end setup. So, Rat Rig is very expensive, twice or three times as much. Okay. I have the Trunksy X5 SA, 290 new. All that is still Trunksy. S is the frame. That's essentially what happened with mine. I got mine used from TA's 3D, and the only things that were left on it besides the rails were the like connectors on top were still the original acrylic pieces, which I ended up printing ABS parts and strengthening it, basically like what this does. And I built a bunch of parts for it, and yeah, so that's definitely not 1,500 millimeters a second. That's probably a little bit slower, but. Yeah, like look at this. This dude's got some insane setup, dude. This is probably like a $10,000 printer. I'm not even joking. Look at this. This is all metal framed setups. And this is probably like nylon. This probably isn't ABS even. But this is all like linear setups. I think the Voron does come on linear, but like this is jacked up, man. Like this is an insane setup. Not saying you can't get to this, but you're pushing rat rig prices, if not more, at that point. Like that's 15. Nah, that might be 1,500. I don't know. My curiosity is, what is this hose? Is that his cooling setup? Because it's so redonkulous. Is he pushing a 50 millimeter fan or something? First layer is 2,000. I don't. Wait, it's 15,000? 1,500. There's no way that's 2,000 on the first layer. Well, maybe. but the initial wasn't that. He gradually topped it up. So, how's it going, guys, in TikTok land? Sorry, I'm not replying. That's a high-end machine, yes. So we are watching a insane printer that is a Voron, essentially, but I'd love to see his parts list. Full ZB build printer project. Yeah, so I am guessing this is going to be an insanely expensive printer. Now, I'm not saying that, this might be okay for you to go to, because essentially you could just build this over time and be okay with it and spend, I'm guessing this printer is going to be around 10 grand. Maybe not 10 grand, maybe like 5 grand. 10 grand is an insane amount. But I mean, if you're looking to build something that's comparable to a what is it called? An Ultimaker, then if this is a similar pricing, then okay. But again, like I said, there's lots of factors in here. Like, what is this guy running? What type of money has he put into it? Clearly, you can see this is not like your typical Voron. Like, this is an insane Voron. And then what type of filaments is he running? Is it some cheap stuff? Because I guarantee most people would put cheap stuff on here. Like, this thing has just got to be insane. So let's see if he has a if somebody has talked about this. BZBot CNC parts. So this guy literally CNC'd everything. LSD hot end. Is that GNBT filament, it looks like? Fly Super 8. Yeah, this is insane. I mean, essentially, you can build any printer to be what this is. You got to have the deep enough pocket. Mat PLA. So really, I'm surprised that's in there. Okay, so polycarbonate. That's what I thought. It wasn't ABS. Kind of figured. It looked like something a little higher end. LDO stepper motors. Okay, I know LDO pretty well. PLA EcoTough high temp carbon fiber. But yeah, essentially this is just insane. Belts installed. I wish he had like a rundown of parts. Like he's got it on his list here, but there's not anything that really says like, oh, this is this part. So let's see. BOM. Let's see what it says. Is there a price on here? Let's say no. Of course. Why would there be prices? Like, I would at least want an estimate, but I mean, the aluminum profile, like all this stuff is going to be fairly cheap. That's going to be your base. So, what's up, Dark? What's up, Keatle? What are we watching? Yeah, we're watching this guy's insane Voron. LSD Long Song Dong, really? That's what it's called? Cooling CPAP hose with a 120 blower. Okay, so even more ridiculous than I thought it. And that would explain why he can lay down as fast as he can without having any issues. So that is one of the things that I saw with the Bamboo Labs. The Bamboo Labs has the capability of running at 400 millimeters a second or whatever its ludicrous mode is. But essentially, you can see right then and there, once you start getting up to the higher millimeter rate, it doesn't allow it to properly lay down the layers, and that's partly in due because it doesn't have fast enough time to cool. So it literally just goes, sets a layer down, and it's still hot. And then it goes over another one and another, and then by the third pass, you know, in that half a second or whatever, it's basically taking it all up. So, um, but yeah, essentially, this guy is just going full overboard. Let's see if there's an actual number somewhere. Firmware, gallery, CAD, build guide manual. Based on the Trunksy X5 SA, which is it's a great Core XY, just terribly done. It's kind of like the Ender 3 of the Core XYs. Great machine, cool machine, but just a pile of crap when it comes to parts and the way that they did it. But yeah, essentially they're not going to show you any of the parts on here, unfortunately. I wish they had it, or the price, I mean, for the parts. That is what I'd like to do. So the other thing is it's local in Germany. So some of this stuff is only available in Germany. So getting that over here is going to be insanely expensive. Optional buy. Aluminum or composite panels, acrylic panel, yeah, that's all optional. Stepper drivers. Holy cow, dude, you're using 5160s? Good lord, dude. 48 volt. Whoa. I wonder why you can push that stuff. Raspberry Pi, good luck trying to find one of those right now for, you know, less than $150. I mean, I have some, but good lord. Anti-Z wobble optional? No, I would make that a necessary buy if you're going to be putting some speed on it. But yeah, I mean, it's a cool printer. Don't get me wrong. It's just, wow, that is. That is insane. I would love to know what his price is on that. So like 400 millimeters a second. Okay, I can see that. Sorry, I'm like chatting with like 5 different people here. 400 millimeters a second on a square. Show me that on a print people would use besides calibration cube. Exactly. So. And you can see it's not perfect. You see there's a line there, skipped a little bit. So the biggest thing that you got to worry about with speeds like this is just heat out of anything. Like that is your major thing, because motors are going to be overheating. Your hot end needs to be cooling properly. So those are your biggest challenges with a printer like this. So. No, we are watching an insane Voron, which I have a feeling is a couple $1,000 Voron. I mean, the Voron kit itself for a printer this size is what, like $800, isn't it? So, I mean, that's just to get you to the basics. Yeah, 100 millimeters. Like, I get decent prints on my Viper at 80 millimeter. That's what the Ender 3 was supposed to print at when I first got it, but it never did. I'd always have to bring it down to like 50 in order to print good. It was all, and that's with every Ender 3 I've always had. So, I hate when printers post speed on calibration cubes. Yeah, exactly. Like, show me a functional print. Like, that's the other thing. This guy is printing very basic stuff. Like a benchy, okay, that's a little bit more in depth, but still, it's a calibration. Like, show me a part that is not that has more intricacies. If I could talk. Like, show me a bust. Show me something that looks good. That is not a like printed in base mode or anything like that. Like, that's all I'm seeing on this right now. It's just basic little parts. Nothing too like crazy. Like, that might be the craziest thing, which that's a retraction test. So I mean, we'll give it that one at least. But everything that he's printing is like a simple design, nothing intricate. So, what's up, Joshua? I'm doing a little bit better. I'm still congested a little bit, and then my ear is still clogged up, but doing better from the COVID. I no longer have that. So, what's up, Toxic? How's it going? Oh man, I'm in the middle of my Voron build. That's fine. Vorons are pretty nice. I'm thinking about reaching out and seeing if maybe we can get one, but I just don't have the time to build printers anymore. I think it would be cool to have, and it would probably be a printer that I would stay here with. But it's a lot of work to get those printers up and going. Yeah, Black Panther helmet with tons of details in the speed, that would be awesome. 500 millimeters isn't that crazy. What's the question? I'm late to this group. So essentially, we're just showing off the Voron because somebody was asking about the best Core XY printer that I know of. Well, technically, there's no Core XY printer out there that is a good Core XY printer as of right now. That is a like out of the box, set it up and be printing in less than 3 hour type thing. So there's your Rat Rig and your Vorons that are out there. Those are probably your two best options. But really, that's a long build and they're kind of expensive. So, if we're thinking like budget of $600 with a build volume of over, close to 300 square type thing, you're looking for that. The Trunksy X5S is about the best thing you can go with. But essentially, you're just using it as a frame at that point because all the parts on there, I'd have more faith in an Ender 5 Plus, to be honest. Great build for sure. I'll be installing a Copperhead heat break and a Bontex 6 nozzle just to upgrade my Ender 3. That'll work very well. Essentially, you're turning that from an Ender 3 into something that potentially should work. Again, if you're still using the stock Creality board, well, you're still kind of stuck at Creality, but going that route, you're already pushing the limits of what it used to be. So, that's quite a vast improvement over the stock hot end. Even if I took an Ender 3 out of the box and I decided, hey, we're going to upgrade it with a new extruder, like a dual geared extruder, something simple even, just like a Titan style extruder, a dual gear, and then a just a basic V6 Volcano hot end setup with a 0.6 nozzle, like that machine should work great out of the box and have very little issues. So Ender 6 with custom Marlin to higher Excel, I can do good speed out of the gate. Once you increase your volumetric flow with a Rapido, you're zooming. What's up, Chase? How's it going? No to volcanoes. That's what I have on my Viper, and it's been running flawlessly for 8 months now. The only thing that's going bad on the Viper right now, which is expected because it's a cheap machine, is one of the fans on the board side is starting to make some noise. But that could just be that it just needs some greasing, even something simple. So let's see. I was looking at the JG Maker Artist D, but I'm not seeing many reviews. Well, I'll be honest, all the people that I knew that had that printer don't anymore because it's a pile of garbage. Most iDecks have a lot of issues with them. I have the 10-log D3 Pro, that's been pretty good. I really wanted to get my hands on the Sobel SVO4 to see how theirs are, because Sobel is essentially a Creality machine, but Sobel adds their little touches to make it just a little bit better. It's kind of like Mercedes and like Brabus or Maybach or BMW and Denon or like Ford and SVT, like that type of thing, where it's essentially the same thing, but they just add their own little touches to it and make it that much better. So I personally don't think it's a great machine, though, the Artisty. Year and a half of my Ender 3 Pro is still 95% stock. I changed hot ends 3 months ago. That's good. You're one of the rare. Hanging in there, I have angered the printing gods. Oh boy. I've got it on my Viper 2. It's fine, but it's my slowest hot end. It's a slightly outdated design. Yeah, I do agree because, it's a stock setup, so I'm not expecting anything spectacular. But, I mean, I run that thing at 80 millimeters a second with no problem, and it spits out plastic perfectly fine. Okay. What's up, Matt? A litho? Yeah, we can. Well, a litho is kind of basic. Nah, I guess it really isn't, but it's still a kind of basic design. Like when I say like an intricate design, like okay, so one of my things that I always ask people is like everybody who is a Prusa fanboy is usually going to Vorons now because they want speed and they want a little bit bigger size. But the thing is, most people that have Vorons from Prusa, they go with the Voron 1.0. I think that's what it's called, the small one, which is like 100 millimeters squared. It's insanely small, but it's a cool little printer. Don't get me wrong. But now I forgot where I was going with this. Prusa fanboys go to Vorons, and then they downgrade their size for faster printers. Yeah, I forgot where I was going with that, but all right. But yeah, essentially those are the same things. But yeah, I'm looking more for like a functional part. Like you guys want to really show me something. Show a that's what I was going for. So a functional part. So that's what I'm talking about. Like with Prusas, like you can design something right now and then go and print it, and as long as you're within your tolerance spec for the Prusa, it'll print it and be perfect tolerance right on the money every single time. So whoa, okay. So yeah, that's what I would suggest doing. What am I talking about? I'm talking to other people here, and now I'm getting confusing. But anyway, so yeah, essentially that's my biggest issue with it when I was talking to people about Vorons. Like, how good is the specifications on that when it comes to printing accuracy? Because I mean, I have an Ender 3 here that I can print something, and the accuracies are usually garbage. If if I go and design something and I print it, it's usually off. Even if I did the calibrate your extruder, which I've never ever done on a machine, unless I swapped out the extruder for a like Titan or dual geared extruder, something ridiculous. That's the only time, and it was usually one time in the software, and I never physically did it. I've never done it. I just did it with somebody on a live stream about a month or two ago. Sniper, because he asked me, and I'm like, I've never done it, so let's go ahead and do it. So I'm going through, I'm reading some things. I'm like, all right, this is pretty simple, straightforward. The Viper, I know is good right out of the box because I did a print, and I had designed it at like 209 millimeters or something like that. And when I did the accuracy test on it for my calipers, it was like 209.15. I'm like, that's pretty good for a stock machine. I'll take that. And then the other side was 200. It was pretty much at 198.95, I think it was. Maybe it was 199.95. We'll go with 198.95. So it was a slight off on that. And then the other one was right on at 200 because it was at 200 millimeters. So I was like, all right, cool. We're good to go. So is it possible to do a litho with clear resin, or how would it look when done? I don't know. That's a very good question. We could set up prints in clear resin and see how it goes, but I think that would look a little goofy, and I don't think it would really work the way that you think it would, because essentially what happens with clear resin when you're done washing and curing it is it frosts. So it's not going to be a clear print. So maybe it would work. I just don't know how the light would disperse on that properly. I think it would light it up too much. I think that would be the issue. So if you had like a backdrop, okay. So let's see. Any chance you were able to look at the files? Tony. Oh, you know what? You sent me those files. You're from Instagram, right, Tony? I did not get a chance. I see that's the problem. Is like I have so many things going on, I forget people, and my apologies for that. Oh man, I could give a TED talk on speed tuning. Yes. So high speed with accuracy is absolutely doable. It's all about tuning. This is where Clipper comes in. So here's the other problem with Clipper is Raspberry Pi based, isn't it? Well, the problem is you can't find Raspberry Pis at least reasonably priced right now. And I'm not saying that, at some point that will stop happening, but it's just the fact that right now, to have Clipper on a machine is insanely expensive. Like here, let's just go and take a look at Amazon really quick. And let's just look at a Raspberry Pi 3. An older one. That's $189. Jesus. These boards used to be $35. What, Clipper runs on a 0, doesn't it? Oh my God. I used to get these boards for $10. $10. They are $100. Good Lord. $145. Yeah, the Picos go for $10 or $11. Sure. That ain't nothing. Like, oh my God. I'm like rich. I could retire with the amount of Raspberry Pis I have here. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 Raspberry Pi 4s. 1, 2, 3, 4 Raspberry Pi CM4s. So those are the custom ones. that are just a board, CM4. Let's see how much those are. Can't even buy them on Amazon. That's awesome. Can't even friggin' buy them. Oh, wait, there we go. 4 EMMC for $205. So yeah, I got 4 of these sitting around. They are Pi 4 0 or light. Sorry, that's what it is. And they are the it goes up to 4 gig. Yeah, so it's the 4 gigs, right? 0, 0W2, 0, Pi 3 that's been slimmed down to be a credit card, Pi 4 or compute module, CM4. So this is a 4 gig 0 or whatever it is, the non-EMMCs. So it is. Jesus. There's no way it's that much. Up to 32 gig. Yeah, so it's $305 a piece for one of those, and I have 4 of them. Good Lord. Clipper can run on anything. Okay. So I'm curious then, if Clipper can run on anything, so anything that's Android based, I take it then. And if that's the case, then there are alternatives like the Orange Pi for that. And I don't know if these are still around. It's been a while since I messed with Raspberry Pi stuff. But Orange Pis essentially used to be the Raspberry Pi competitors. So now they're just getting ridiculous. So they're literally copying Raspberry Pi right now. Hardware. So let's see. It's got a rock chip. Okay. But I don't know if you can buy them anywhere. They're quite ridiculous. These are like Raspberry Pis on steroids. But the problem is because of the setup here, lots of programs don't work from Raspberry Pi to Orange Pis. So that's the biggest issue. Like, okay, the Orange Pi 0 or whatever it was, if they even still make it or it's still around. I remember that looking differently, but okay. But yeah, essentially they had their Orange Pi 0, and it was essentially what the Pi 02 is now. And the problem is all of the GPIOs are different, and then they didn't have like the video out. Yeah, there's no stock here, but let's take a look. So I used to go to Micro Center and buy Pi Zeros a dozen at a time because I had a hookup with the manager there. Now this was back before. This was probably 4 or 5 years ago. What's up, Venomous? How's it going? I buy mine from Adafruit at MSRP, but have a bunch on hand. Yeah. RPI locator, cool. All right, am I going to Earth? Yes, I am planning on it, but that just all depends on money and yeah, if I can do it. I have to find a place to stay if I do go there. So here, let's just look at Raspberry Pi. Last time I checked, I didn't have anything in stock. And this is Westmont. Closed right now, so they just had parts for it. Yeah, essentially the same thing. I don't think we'll find a Raspberry Pi here. Yeah, sold out. Sold out, because people used to rip apart these Pi 400s and get them from there too, and use the compute module. Yeah, I should buy a new shirt. $13, ain't bad. But yeah, so that's the issue that we're facing right now with Raspberry Pi stuff. So yeah, I always stop in there just to make sure, because they might not list it on their website, but yeah, like it's insane. So I used to buy, I think it was DigiKey, if I'm not mistaken. I used to buy bulk from them back in the day. Let's see if my log on is even here. Yeah, it is. So here, let's look at my orders. So the last time I ordered was last year, pretty much 3/10/21, and I ordered a bulk of CM4. So I ordered 10 CM4 4 gigs with 0 eMMC, so it's a light, so it uses an SD card instead, and that was $500. One of these is $300 now. I bought 10 at $50. $50 a piece. That just tells you how much the insane markup is of this. That's crazy. Let's see what they're priced at now, if they even let you have it. 0 in stock. Let's see if there's any in stock. I doubt it. Computer. Nope. Maybe that. I don't think so. This PC. There we go. No, that's an A+. I don't even want to do that. Let's clear that. Let's do a B+. Let's see if they even have any of that. 0. I'm going to guess that they don't have any of these. They got one. What do they got in stock? None. File. Oh, of course. So they got the board, the I/O board. That's it. Yeah. So $40 these are supposed to be, and $85, 0 in stock. But that's essentially what it's supposed to be. $85. Good Lord. It's crazy. I remember the good old days. So here, let's go to their official website and see where we can buy them. Because I know there's a place in Chicago here that we can buy one, but I don't ever see them to buy one. It says buy now, home. So technically, I have. I can probably get away if they had a license for that. Let's do 4 gigs. So Citron and Pi Hut. See what their prices are. So that's not bad. That's a 4 gig, main board only, out of stock, of course. So I was like, wow, that's insane. $60? Sold out, sold out, sold out, sold out, sold out. That's great. So yeah, essentially, if you're looking for a Raspberry Pi, you're kind of shit out of luck. Let's see boards. Let's see if they got anything in stock. Ooh, choose. Oh, Pico, of course. Nobody care about a Pico. Notify me, notify me, notify me, notify me. No, nothing. Nothing in stock for Raspberry Pi stuff at all. Let's do Raspberry Pi main board. Uh, 4 gig kit. Oh my God, do they actually have one? Oh, out of stock. Out of stock. Yeah. So literally nobody has it in stock, which is why they're so insane. So I want to go back into resin printing. What is the go-to machine these days? I think my Saturn is done. So I won't suggest Elegoo products just because my experience with them has been kind of like my experience with the Under 3. They're essentially my Under 3 for resin products. Most people have good experiences with them. I did not. I had 7 Saturns, and not one of them are in my print farm at all. They've been gone for a while. So anyway, I suggest Anycubic. I know their customer service is not that great, but if you're used to Creality, then nothing will really change in that department, to be honest. So I'm still thinking about changing one of the Under 3s over to a switch wire. That would be awesome. Yeah. There's a lot of new machines out here. I just got in the newest one from Frozen. Frozen is probably the industry leader, and the only reason why the Saturn II has 8K capabilities is because essentially Frozen had to move their manufacturing to China, and well, guess what? When you move your stuff to China, it's anybody's game. So I'm sure you'll see Anycubic following suit behind this. But I just got this machine. It is quite expensive at $8.99, but it is the newest and baddest printer out there. The LCD screen is very, very nice. I believe this has a Mango board in it, which is Lychee's board. I could be wrong. I haven't had a chance to open it. I'm not sure if I really will right now. But judging by the looks of it, it is definitely not a Shitu board-based printer. But this is a really, really nice printer. I like it already. The pattern on the build plate is really, really nice. Obviously, my favorite out of anything would be this one, the Frozen Sonic Mega. And it looks like the price went up again. And rightfully so, because just shipping and everything is just insane. Wow, that's actually a pretty good deal. 3 bottles of resin and a thing of fat for less than $2,500. That's pretty good. Fuel pack. Anyway, so yeah, the issue with this is shipping with it is kind of expensive. So, but this is a huge printer. I mean, it is 330 by 185 by 400. So it is a large printing size in terms of resin printer, and it is the highest resolution printer for that size on the market. But again, a lot of people don't have money for that. So my suggestion, if you're looking for the biggest printer that you can buy for a good price, would be the M3 Max. And you can get the M3 Max right now on Amazon even for, I think it was $1,200. And they even have a bundle. Yeah, so for $1,300, you can buy this, or they have the package deal, the M3 Max with a wash and cure for $189 more. So that's a pretty good deal. This is basically what I have right now, and then obviously I have my other printers, but yeah, this is a large printer as well. It's not super large, 7K resolution. It's a 13.6-inch screen, and this is the build volume for it. Nope, that's not for that. My bad. I don't think it says it, but it says it. Oh, there we go. Nope, that's the washing. So it says 13-inch by 11, a little less than 12 inches. So a little over a foot, a little under a foot, and half a foot. It's a pretty big printer. So yeah, that's a pretty good deal. And I do have speed settings on mine that I just set up. So we basically cut our printing time down in half. So there's 10 left right now. Some other good ones that I always suggest for people who are getting back in, since you have a Saturn, I do suggest the Photon Mono X. It's a great deal at $449. And then if you need a wash and cure, they do have that bundle for $589, which is for less than $600, you're into resin printing, and a pretty good sized resin printer too. And I've heard nothing but good things about the Mono X. I have one of my buddies who's got a print farm just like I do, and he swears by Anycubic out of all of his machines. So what resin printer should I start with? So it all depends on your budget, really. If you have less than $600 and you want to get into fairly large printing, I'm not saying this is super large, but essentially if you want to get something bigger than what your hand can print, then you go with this Mono X. It's a little bit bigger than your hand for printing. That is an 8.9-inch screen. You can print 7 inches by 4 3/4 inches, essentially by almost 10 inches. And that's a pretty good deal for the price. But if you're looking to get into resin printing and you don't want to spend a lot of money, or you don't have a lot of money, this is probably the best deal on the internet right now. For $349, you have a Anycubic Model 4K, so you have very high resolution printing. You have their wash and cure station, and you have 500 grams of resin. Couple that with either isopropyl alcohol or my favorite, denatured alcohol, to use as the rinse for this. And for less than $380, you have a great starter setup. So you can probably even throw in another bottle of resin at that price for less than $400, and you got an amazing package deal. So just tuning in. Sorry for being tardy. No, it's cool. My wife and I are about to buy it as CR10 Max. Will we regret it? So I don't really know a lot of people that have the CR10 Max. I haven't heard a lot about it at all, even. So I can't really even weigh in that, to be in all honest. I heard somebody talking about one on TikTok not too long ago, but I haven't seen it in action. So again, I don't know how well it is. So I wish the medium format machines had the doors that open. I agree. And that's my issue right now with that new Frozen printer, because that's a 10-inch screen. It does not have a door. However, going back to like the Anycubic Max, this big boy, this is a big printer, and I thought this was a lift-off lid, and I was going to be like, what, dude? Lifting off a lid that big is going to be ridiculous. But actually, if you look at it, it is a split screen lid. So this front half comes off. I'm still not 100% happy about it, but you could probably put some hinges on the top here or hinges on the side and essentially make it a lift up or a pull out door style. You could do that. That was one of the cool things about the Calent S400. And I don't know why Saturn went away from that when they designed the Saturn from the Calent S400, because the S400 has a door on it, and it's got a really nice door. But why they went away with it, I have no idea. It's just very strange. But if you are looking for something that has like a door, I don't suggest it too much because it's an oddball printer. So a lot of people don't know about it. There's not a lot of support. It's me and probably like 5 to 7 other people that can help support you on it. But it is a higher end printer. That is the Uniformation GK1. It is a 10-inch printer. The build volume is 220 by 130 by 245, which essentially is 8.5 by 5 by 9.5 print volume. So one of the downsides a lot of people might not like is it's got a perforated build plate, but there is no leveling essentially. Like it's good for the life of the machine. It's very strange. The other downside is it uses Prusa Slicer, a modified version, so it is a little weird to work around. Again, that's why I don't really suggest it, but it does have a lift-off lid like this. So like they show here, this is an Anycubic Mono X, and it's got a pop-off or a lift-off lid. This has got a lift-up lid with a hinged design. So it's very, very nice. It saves a lot of space. I like it. If you are going to get it, I do highly suggest getting this little add-on for $80. Essentially, this is just like a meat tenderizer. And what it does is it matches up with the build plate on here. So you just basically take the build plate off of the printer, and the leveling system stays on the printer here. So you take this build plate off all in one, and then you would put it down in that like box and then just stamp it, and it'll come right off the build plate. You don't have to use any scrapers or nothing like that. Well, you probably will to do some minor cleanup, but yeah. Anycubic is an amazing brand. I will most definitely look into that. I agree. Again, I know a lot of people have issues with their customer service. I can't say the same, but I'm on a different level than other people when it comes to that. So, oh, and again, so they have some deals going on, I see. So they have the deal with free resin, so you can get a bottle of resin. And what's cool about buying their resin is the profiles are already set up. So you just hit whatever profile that they have, and you automatically just start printing. You don't have to do any tuning or anything like that. Everything's already tuned to the resin. So I had a Calent S400. I have one sitting here right now. I just did my review on, which has been sitting here for a while. And it's going to go to my stepbrother because he's been wanting a resin printer, and I have no need for an older resin printer. So what's the best and cheapest to get started with in resin? So let's go back to that, and I'll show you the best, in my opinion, the best setup if you're looking for cheap price and something to get you started with. And that would be the Anycubic Mono 4K. Now, I can give you guys affiliate links if you really want to use them. That's completely up to you. I'm just kind of chit-chatting here, but I am an Amazon affiliate person, so that's if I make any money, that's where I make money. Like the last time I had a bunch of people buy this kit, I think I got like $100 off of maybe 20 sales. So I don't really get a lot of kickback for it. But hey, 20 printer sales, I got $100 out of it, and I was able to buy, like 3 bottles of resin and some tools. That's essentially what it is. So essentially, you help me buy stuff for me to work with, like this, like these paint sticks, or this mica powder, things like that. Just stuff to show off to you guys again. So. You guys probably can't see it, but yeah, pretty cheap for all three. I agree. $3.50, and then you add some denatured alcohol or IPA. So like, let's see here. Let's go and add this to cart, and then let's go see if they even have denatured alcohol. I doubt they have denatured. Oh, they do. So that's about $5 more than what it normally is in the store. But let's just say we're going to get it from here anyways. This is exactly what I use, okay? And then let's say we need a box of gloves. So I've been using these ones lately, and these are amazing gloves. I absolutely love them. I'm definitely going to purchase them again, so I might as well buy one right now while we're looking at it. Last purchase, large, extra large, which I got to double check the size. I think I can go down to a medium, but we'll have to see. So let's add the cart to that, and then let's do a filter. Oops, if I could so this is what I started with because this was kind of smaller, and they have these two different sizes here. The one on the right is the better one. This one on the left isn't that great. So let's just add that, and then I think that's pretty much it. That's all we need. Oh, you know what? Let's get a silicone mat. Just buy anyone, something just to work on. Okay, doesn't need to be fancy. Here's one for $8. Okay, and this is nice because it's got a nice little lip on it. So that's perfect. That is exactly what we need. And so we got gloves, we got that, and that's pretty much all you would really need. So to get into resin printing, you're looking at $416. Let's see with taxes and everything. Okay. Let's see what everything says. So for less than $500, you can pretty much get everything. So my taxes might be higher because, you know, I live in lovely Illinois. But yeah, essentially I get all that stuff. So if you got a $500 budget, you're looking pretty good. You can get into resin printing with a lot of stuff. So you got to think, like, you can start printing right out of the box as soon as you get all this stuff. So we can have everything delivered July 13th, July 12th. So like we can literally buy everything here and have it delivered on the same day and be good. And that would be like if you were to ask me, hey, I need to get resin printing and I need to get all the stuff, what would you suggest? Now I have my cheaper way to go about this, but essentially this is a very, very good kit for everything right now. And even if you wanted to add some more stuff, let's say we're not done. We needed to let's say we needed goggles. Say we were worried about it. Perfect. This is exactly what I have right here. These DeWalt ones. I'm not a big fan of DeWalt, but hey, they're pretty good goggles in my opinion. So let's add those. Let's say you're worried about respiratory stuff. So you can go one of two ways. We can get masks, or we can get a air filter system, which I don't know if any Cubic has theirs on there. Or if, okay, so any Cubic does. So either one of these, the Elegoo or any Cubic, let's go with the cheaper ones. Let's add these. So these are rechargeable air filtration systems. So they have active carbon filters in them. And essentially, they just filter out the air inside of your printer. You just put them in the back there, and there you go. You don't need two of them with a printer this small, but if you want to go insane, have at it. But I do hate them that they are rechargeable. I'm not a big fan of that. But they are very cheap, and they work pretty well as far as I know. I used to use something like this little desktop one. So if you want to spend a little bit more money, these ones are plug-in, and they usually are pretty good. You just got to make sure that they are carbon filters. So this one's $44, as long as it's got carbon filtration in it, which we have to see what type of filter it is. No, it doesn't say that. So this does not have a carbon filter in it. So either way, they can range anywhere from $50 to $80, depending on which one you're looking for. But I would just look for carbon air filter and then choose what you want. All right, Alex, you have a good one. Okay, so I'll get back to the larger one. But okay, so essentially we have everything right here. Let's say we even get masks. Okay, let's go carbon. Let's see if they even have something like this. Active carbon filtration. I didn't even know that they made these. So essentially, this is an active carbon filtration system. A little skeptic on it, but it says that it does. Oh, there we go. It's got the layer, particles. Okay, so yeah. So let's say we wanted to go crazy and we just wanted to make sure. Okay, so we're pretty much good to go on everything, right? So we're at 473. So we might just be at like 510 total with everything. Let's see what it looks at. Let's say I'm going to go 512 with taxes. Ooh, 523. So for less than $525, you could have everything you need to get you started printing. Like that is the ultimate starter setup, ready to rock and roll. You're good to go. So that would be all of my suggestions if you were looking to get into printing at all. So let's just go delete all this stuff. And again, this is going through Amazon. So this is probably the highest price stuff that you will find, just FYI. So, all right. So you're looking for taxes went up. No, I just live in Illinois. Thanks. Thanks for reminding me. Dale, looking for a budget-friendly, larger build plate second resin printer. The Anycubic Mono X. That right there, look at that, $379. That is insane. So it's even cheaper than I thought it was. That's crazy. So so you have a choice. Do I buy that starter bundle or do I just buy the printer and just buy some parts later on? So this is a little bit older model. It is a 4K as well, but you got to understand when you go bigger 4K, you lose the resolution. So it won't be as high resolution, but I'll be honest, your naked eye is not going to notice that difference. You're only going to notice that difference when you have a macro lens or something like that. That's when you're really going to notice the difference. So yeah, but like for less than $400, you could get a Mono X with a bottle of resin. Is that a 500? Yeah, that's 500. Which, yeah, you probably want like 1,000 with that. So even if you went out and you bought a printer. So there we go. 415. I don't suggest water washable, but if that's your taste, then all right. Bamboo X1 is not available yet. It says coming soon on their website. Yes, it is only on Kickstarter right now. So that is the downfall of it. It is a Kickstarter. So it's essentially there's a possibility that it could just go belly up. So, but yeah, for cheaper medium-sized printer, that's probably your best bet in terms of price, because even with a bottle of resin, you're still beating Elegoo's price for their Saturn at $499. So that's a pretty good deal. So, but again, if you want to go bigger and you need a wash and cure station, there you go, $579. That's pretty good. And it basically tells you, all right, so this is actually a little bit more expensive package. So $442 and $137. I don't think you can find that for that cheap unless they brought it down. Oh, I see what they did. So no, you don't want this. You want the plus, because the plus is going to be matchable to that. So here, let's add this, and then let's add the Mono X at that price range that we saw. So here, let's go back. $379. Add to cart. Let's make our own bundle. How's that possible? Oh, that's right, because it was a small one. That's right, that's right. They threw us for a loop. So essentially, for less than $700, you can get a Mono X and a Wash and Cure Plus, and you're good to go. Now, again, your taxes might be differently. Most likely, they will be, because I live in Illinois, unless you live in California. So, what is going on? What's up? We're just kind of showing people resin deals on some stuff. Oh, here we go. I think this is the one I was looking at. No, that's the 2.0. It's not what we want. We want a Wash and Cure Plus that. So if we're looking for cheaper printers, though, let's see if they still have these on here. No, why did I do that? Let's see how much these are going for. So the Hallet 1 is going for $198. That's a pretty good price. I kind of think that's a so-so printer. So here we go. There's an LD002H. That's it's older printer, but it's still newer technology. So let's go ahead and add that, and then an Anycubic wash and cure station. So there you go. If you want to go just a little bit cheaper than the Anycubic bundle, $311 for these two. Oh, and we can clip a coupon. Oh, I must have clipped that one. So let's go back there. Let's refresh this real quick. Make sure we're good. Okay, so we got the 30 and the 10. So that should come up at $290 then for everything. Oh, no, I did clip both of them. Okay. So $355 for a small resin printer and a wash and cure. But like I said, if you want to spend a little bit more money on that Anycubic 4K, that is a higher resolution because as you can see, this is only 2K. Again, will you notice it? Probably not. But if you want the newest and best thing, the 4K is the way to go. This is probably, what, 2.5 years old, this printer now. So it is a little bit older. Trying to find parts for it might be a little bit harder. But it is a very good printer. I loved the original Creality resin printers. They were great. Yes, you're hearing me say something good about Creality printers. So, but yeah, those are both great great choices, in my opinion, if you're looking for stuff. So, let's see. Oh, starting to get tired here. All right, so let's go back to what I was actually doing here and get back to, rearranging everything. VI from Arcane. Okay. I don't know what this is. Oh, you know what? I might know what it is. Let's see. Do we have a full one? No. Uncut. There we go. Let's see what this is. 178 millimeter. I just got the Sail Cobra FDM. That's cool. I'll be honest, I have no idea what this print is. I don't even know why I downloaded it. Maybe because I had a Patreon that I subscribed to and I just grabbed it? I don't know. Okay. Why are you writing so slow? Oh, because it's a sliced file. Damn it. I don't want to do that. Just want to see what this is. What the hell is this? I have no idea where this is from. BioShock, maybe? I have no idea who that is. What this is. Not a clue, mate. Not a clue. All right. This is VI from Arcana. Arcane. Okay, I have no idea who or what the hell that is. I have so many of these that I need to go through. Chibi Toothless. Let's see what this looks like. Beauty shots. Ah, there we go. That's a cool one. Turn around every now and then. I know what this is. Okay, so this is Nom Nom Figures. Alphonse. Well, I know who that is, and I know Alita. I just don't know who made him. Yeah, so, all right. Billy the Doll from Saw. Restraint. Okay. Extract 2. Just remember them as that. License. Billy the Doll. Creative Commons. Okay. This one. Yes. This is an Archangel. Yep. Yeah, sorry, it's kind of boring here. The Forgotten. This was a cool print. Well, that's a lot of files. And here people think I might be done. I got a whole folder. And I got some more stuff I got to download. What is this? Yes. Okay, I know what this is. Let's go to Silicone Mats. Crystal Dragon. Got new legs, Lieutenant Dad. Extract. I don't know what this is. So let's find out. Let's go. Oh, holy cow. What is that? What in the world did I download? I have no idea what this is and why I downloaded it. Maybe because it was a cool print. I guess. It's kind of cool. Okay. They kind of remind me of the things from, whatchamacallit. That's a Cinderwing file, this one? All right, well, good to know. I have no idea who the hell I download sometimes. I'm just there on a downloading rampage. It's always good to have people here that know what the hell I'm doing. Skeleton Hand. This one was kind of cool. What's up, Nameless? Thank you for letting me know. This one is kind of cool for people who like jewelry. I might do another one. But yeah, this one was really cool. It's basically a jewelry holder, and I printed this on a Frozen Sonic Mighty 4K. So it was a little small. I probably should have sized it up a little bit more, but it's really, really cool. It's got like skulls all at the bottom here and everything. So I wish it had like skulls all around here. That would be really cool, or skull and crossbones type thing. That would be cool. But essentially, this is something that I saw on the internet as a jewelry holder. So same here. I started putting all my stuff in files as I downloaded them so I can remember. That's basically what I'm catching up on doing, because I subscribe to a couple other patrons. One is X, and another one, I forget the name. And essentially, I want to break free. No, I want to download those so I can get them into where they need to. And right now I have my download folder is just filled with miscellaneous crap. And, okay, I think I already extracted this, but we'll see. Fuck the adventure. What the hell is that? What is this? Oh, that guy's kind of cool. He reminds me of like an 80s movie. Don't know what though. Hex has some really cool stuff. Did you see the Star Wars cooler he's working on? I have not. I just became a Hex patronage last week, so I got to get on this stuff and see what he's got. So that's, like I said, essentially why I'm doing this. So I can clear up all this, because this folder, yeah, this Patreon folder, that's got a lot of stuff on it. Because I just went and downloaded a bunch of crap from people. So that's essentially what I've been doing. You see everybody kind of dropped off here. I'm surprised that anybody's even on Twitch. Who was on Twitch? Somebody just watching randomly on Twitch? That's kind of crazy. Be nice to have more people on Twitch. But hey, here's what it is. Oh, I think I know what this is. I think this is a box that, oh, what's his name? Andrew Sink, I think, made this. That's funny. I didn't even purposely do that. So I made a maker's coin for Murph, and I never ended up bringing it, but it's essentially this. Now this has got a little outline of a Kuma on it, but still, that's kind of cool. What is this? ASP? I don't know what that means. That's cool. Kuma controller. Mainframe. Now you got to figure out what this is for. Somebody made it. I'm still lurking. Sweet, Steven. Hey, at least I have somebody, here. I guess. I don't know what the hell this is, to be honest. Excuse me. Well, thanks for sticking around, Steven. You're a trooper. Even though I'm very boring, I know. My apologies. What is this? Oh, I made this for schnitz and giggles. Because somebody was like, how can you make it a lithophane? And I'm like, oh, a lithophane's really easy. You just do this and this and this, and you upload your image, and you're good. That's what I made. I just did it on the fly. What is this? Jedi Jawa. Oh, yeah. We got to take a look at this. Whoa, hold on. We got to take a look at this file, because I made a Jawa before, and it was all right. Oops. Let's go to the original. Let's go to Jawa. Let's go check all these out. Let's see how it looks. I'm trying to think whose file this is. That does not look like a Jawa to me, but that's all right. May just be. That's kind of cool, because I have like orange or yellow resin, and I can do his eyeballs. orange and yellow. But that's not too bad. I can print him out and see how he comes out. His body looks pretty good, but his face thing looks like a mummy. I don't know. It just looks kind of goofy to me. Maybe when it's painted, it'll be okay. But on this, it just doesn't. It doesn't look right to me. I don't know about you guys, but it's just not there for me. Either way, let's go and get these extracted. This is what happens when I go on a shopping spree on Cults 3D. Samurai Neon Mask. Let's see what this looks like. Objects. Oh, this is. Wait, did I buy this? I thought I missed this. No, this isn't the one. I don't think so. Maybe it is. Oh, it is. I did get the Samurai. Shit. I didn't think I bought that. Well, shit. All right. Yeah, cool. Yeah, it is a loot. Yeah. I thought I didn't get this, but I guess I did. Sorry. Sneezing a lot. Damn cold. Killing me. Oh my god, I heard for like a split second. My ear unclogged for like a split second. It was so nice. Oh man. Oh, you know what? No, that's right. Never mind. This is just the mask. That's right. I wanted the. That's right. That's right. Extract. I didn't get it. That's why I was like losing my mind. I'm like, I swear to God, I didn't get that. You ever try their busts in FDM? I'm not a big busts guy, to be in all honesty. I did print a bust of the Moon Knight, and that was like my first and only bust that I've ever done. And I was just like, I'm okay with it, but it's not my thing. A bust I might print is like the Joker from the original Batman. I might print that one. And I know there was another one that I wanted to print, but I'm just not, like I said, I'm not that type of, I'm not that guy. And that's the biggest problem with me is because thank you. I have a hard time following what everybody else has. So like everybody likes to do like the Vecna bust. Okay, that's cool and all, but it's just not my thing. I'm not that guy. Oh, this one. I don't know if I was okay with this one. Let's see. Like if I'm gonna do something, I want to do like full models of it. So this one was a flash, which was kind of okay looking. This one's more comparative to like the Grand Gustafson one. But I'm looking for like a zoom. Like, don't get me wrong, I love the Flash. It's my favorite like superhero. But I want a zoom or black flash, whatever you want to call it. I don't think this one's good either. And no, I would never try a bust in FDM. I'm mostly resin. Maybe I would, just because, you know, I could care less. I have enough FDM filament here that I just don't care about it. This one I do not like. I think this is, yeah, this one I'm good. This one I'm just not a big fan of. It looks too weird for me. Like it's probably a really nice print because the pattern's going to come out amazing on resin, but I'm just not digging the look overall of this print. It just looks very odd. Like his fingers just don't fit with his costume, and just this looks really cheap and cheesy looking for a Flash costume. The helmet is okay except for like these weird gills. Like, I don't know. I know there's different Flashes and everything. Guess I'm just picky. So it's Iron Man meets Flash. In a way, yeah, I guess. Unless that actually is this, I don't know. But yeah, I guess kind of so. The only thing that's like making me kind of want to keep this is this suit. The suit is going to come out amazing in resin, but the rest of this is just that. Just can't. I can't. I'm sorry. I can't. It's not. It's not. It's not good. Flagman, 16 millimeter. What is that? Oh yeah, somebody sent this to me in print. That's got to go bye-bye. You would get that suit texture on any resin printer. Even if it was a 5-year-old resin printer, you'd still get the texture on it. This one, I don't know what this is. Maybe I know what it is. I'm not 100% sure. I think it's a TikToker's print. I got to get back up and running so I can print these for them. Oh my god, I probably should have put all that many bottles. Yeah, no, so it doesn't matter what scale it's at. Even if you did it small, even if you did a 5 millimeter little guy, like, you know, if I did that Flash that was like this size, it wouldn't really even matter. It would still come out on the detail on any printer. The thing is like people think that, oh, well, I need the biggest and baddest resin printer out there. You don't. An old cheap, like let's say the Anycubic Photon 0, I think it was. That's like a really cheap garbage resin printer. That was That was not a great printer when it comes to details. And even that would come out better than an FDM printer. And if you put it on its highest setting, it would still come out very good. So thank you for all the likes. Not too many people on today, rightfully so. All right. That all in there. So we have them. But yeah, even my what you call it, my 3-year-old resin printer will print great detail. But again, can't really say that because, well, they're. Oh, I think I know what this is. Yeah, this is a really cool one. So Anycubic took this Titan Forge Mage and basically added in some Anycubic stuff. And it's a really cool test print, which they should have on all their printers because it's just that cool looking. I really dig it. It probably would have been better if they just kind of left it like this and put the Anycubic cube up there. But hey, you know, it's all right. This one's really, really cool. I like this. Very cool. I know my Saturn and Mars does great, but I don't do less than 75 millimeters. So I have no idea where he is, but I printed Darkwing Duck in 5 millimeter. And if you know what 5 millimeter is, that is insanely small. Like a pair of tweezers, you need to mess with it. And I have no idea where. He's probably somewhere on my table here. And I probably wouldn't even see him because he's that small. But yeah, really, really cool. Okay, that's great. Cubic Mage. God, there's more files that came out of nowhere. M3 Max upgrade. I already did that. Got that. Rose Turtle. I know that's a Cinderwing. Less than a 1/4 inch. Like I don't think you understand. Like I tried to take pictures of it, but he was so small I couldn't even get a picture of him. I have to find it. I did a TikTok of it. Like I did an army of them. I did because the model when you import it is at 6.21 millimeters. And I mean that's tall. So it's not even this tall. Like you got to understand how tall that is. So here, let's bust out this thing. So here's that's essentially how tall he is. About the size of my pinky nail. But he was so small and he came out perfectly. Insane. All right, let's go. original Crystal Dragon. Another one that's crystal. Dang it. All right, so we got all that done. That we can get rid of too. That too, that too. That review setting. I don't know what that is. Ninja Mat. Extract. Okay, so that's who that is. Egyptian. Let's see what this flash looks like. Went on a flash kick, and I was like, yeah, I want to see this. Try the Ninja Turtles yet? Like, you got any files in mind? Because I don't think I have any Ninja Turtles. I just have like miniatures that somebody named Pop Minis did. So this one I think I liked better than that other model, but I was still kind of iffy about it. Let's see what it looks like when it's all done. Yeah, see, like this one was nice because it's like the Flash regular, and it's got that skin on there. Like I liked this one. It was nice. And this one's a multi-piece. Yes, I wanted this one because of that. Because this is like the corrupt Flash, where he goes in and he takes off one of the Flash's heads. Ah, so yes, we're going to extract that Flash. Oops. Extract. So, tough Phantom. think this is all part of this mistake. Yeah, because this had different faces on it. This one was really, really cool. Doing good, man. How are you? Still fighting the cold. I got a question. So I've been printing all my resin models solid. Does that make them easier to break instead of hollow or with infill? I don't ever suggest doing infill for resin. It's more problematic than what you'd like to deal with. But more or less, the breaking stuff is going to be determined on the type of resin that you're using. But obviously, if you use it hollow, you have more chance of breaking a hollow print into several pieces, whereas a solid print, you have more of a chance of just chipping the print, if anything. So choose wisely as what you're looking for. So. That's armor that somebody wanted me to print. I don't think that's going to happen. It's going to be a very expensive print. But yeah, I mean, you can do whatever you want. It doesn't really matter. So I'm out, bud. It was a long drive to Albuquerque. Feel better. All right, man. You have a good one. I ordered some new resin and hope that fixes my issue. Any cubic resin just might have been a bad choice. I had messaged you on Facebook, and that print came out great. Cool. I'll be honest. There was like 5 people that messaged me this past weekend, so I know you're one of them. Obviously, it's fine. You don't have to say names. Anyway, any cubic resin. So, what kind of resin were you using? Because I will be honest, water washable resin is super brittle. So, just FYI. Don't know what this stuff is. Why is this not copying? Because it will only open up in Sheet2 box regular. Just standard resin. Okay. So, yeah, if you want a little bit better thing to do is to add some. This is not working. None of these are coming out. Okay, that's kind of weird. All right. What was I saying? To help with brittleness, find model resin. That is some good stuff to use because it has some flexibility in it. Another thing you can do is use some Soriatec Tenacious to add in there. So. Already did that. Already got them out there. Already did that. Already did Yamcha. Let's go. Why can't I delete that? Okay. Sure. Here's the funny ones. All right. Still dry. What the hell just happened? I have no idea what the hell just happened. What the fuck? Sorry. Okay. Anyway, just sanded resin wasn't. Oh, yeah. What's up, Chips? How's it going, man? You know what the hell I did, but I just deleted all my Cinderwing files, so that's awesome. And I am no longer a Patreon from her, so that's just fucking great. Fantastic. What is going on here? I'm losing my mind right now. You either are or you aren't here. All right. Anyway, let's go back to here. Let's delete that. Delete that. Go and delete that. Cut. Try to do this again. Make sure everything's good. I have no idea what's going on with this thing right now, but it's really, really annoying. What is going on here? I'm trying to rearrange all my files. You see all this stuff? I gotta unzip it and put it in proper folders and everything. So yeah, fun times. So that's essentially what I'm doing. So
There is no data, always wrong.
this one probably cool. Zool from Ghostbuster, I believe. Oh yeah.
There is no data, always wrong.
Although it's not really Zool, it's Terror Dog, but that's all right. He's fine. Oh, I got 5 people watching now. 4 people on YouTube and 1 person on Twitch. Amazing, is it? What is going on with this thing? I think most of this is well, that's what the hell is that? That looks familiar. That symbol. Is this World of Warcraft? Yeah. Still lurking. Thanks for sticking around, Steven. Where do you get your files from? So most of these files that you see me pulling are from Patreon. Hence why the folder is named Patreon. I know I have too many, and the problem is I went, like, usually I don't, I never bought files, but then I'm like, you know what, I should probably start supporting people that actually design things and stop being a D-bag about it. And so I went on to, I think most of these are, oh, what is his name? Sith Lord Brit just had him on the other day too. Fotis Mint. But yeah, Cults 3D or Patreon are my two places I usually get stuff from. So. And that's what I'm trying to do, is I'm trying to clean this up so I can start printing some of these now, because I want to actually get it printed. All right, I think we're going to have to do this another time because I'm starting to get tired here. So, one of these I wanted to take a look at because I wasn't sure if I downloaded the file. Let's see here. No, that one. I think it was this one. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it was. Yep. Totally printing that. Okay, that's a little creepy. Somebody uses Simplified 3D. Butcher. So I already extracted this. Oops, that's not okay. What is going on here? Stop. Collaborate and listen. This is what. Jaeger. I believe this is. Yes. Downloaded most of these guys. I killed him. Whoops. These guys are really cool. In this month, I got to get his new stuff too. Suka. Don't know who that is. No idea who that is. That's kind of cool. Oh, this is Ella. Okay. There was something I downloaded to hers that I really liked. That one. I do, but most people won't want to pay the money for the clear resin that I suggest. And the reason why it's so expensive is it actually stays clear. It does not yellow at all. And that is Monocular 3D Crystal Clear resin. But like I said, it's kind of expensive. I'm doing good, right? Right. How's the vibe going? Well, it's going all right now. Let's see what this is. Ooh, that's a good one. That's Yugo, I believe. Oh no, that's Litho. My bad. It's terrible. All right, we're gonna quit this. Yes. Yeah, sure. Just shut everything down. Why not? Let's just call it a day. All right, guys. Well, I think that's pretty much it. I'm gonna get going and get some sleep. Like, how expensive are we talking about? Well, here, before I go, let's show you exactly how expensive it is. It is very expensive. More than most people would like to spend, but this is not cheap resins. These are resins that actually are very good, and they have a lot of knowledge. Like right here, if you're looking for a specific type of resin, it'll tell you, hey, this is great, crystal clear. It's good for concept prototypes. Well, it's okay, but it's recommended for concept. It's recommended for miniatures. It's okay for jigs. It's okay for end use. It's recommended for hobby. Recommended for large. Outdoor use, it's suitable. Engineering use, suitable, and commercial use, it's suitable. So here, let's see. Crystal clear. 1.25. Like I said, a lot more than what most people would like to spend. But this is made in Australia. You can do interest payments, I guess, on it, so you don't have to buy it all at once. But this is the clearest resin I've ever used. So let me just show you. When I say clear, I mean like it's clear, but it'll still frost. So this is one that I was working on, and I sanded it down and everything, but it's still clear. There's no yellowing. This has been sitting out for a couple months easily, since Christmas actually, because I made this. This is a Santa globe that Shitu Box made. So there's a little Santa inside of there. So essentially, I could just put some paint in there and mix it up, and there you go. You could see Santa. But I have to. I made this specifically so I can. Um, so I can do some testing on how to get resin more clear. So, but yeah, it does not yellow at all. I mean, unless you over bake it, but it's more than you pay for your filament. Yeah, it's more than most people pay. So yeah, that's why it's kind of hard to suggest resin like this, because most people won't want to pay for their types of resin because they are very, very expensive. But they do a lot of research into making the best of the best. And if you need any information about anything, you can contact them, or they have all their stuff here. Like I was telling Phantom about model resins. Like they have model resins here. This basically has like a flexible additive inside of it. So, and it basically tells you like how it goes and everything like that. You know, if if you're looking for certain things, this is the type of information that it'll give you about each and everything. So, you know, incredible detail, ultra fast, easy to use, you know, stuff like that. So it's Charlie and his team are, they don't mess around with this stuff. Another one that I would use is 3DRS, but again, I don't ever suggest it because a lot of people consider it to be too expensive. I like them because they are here. So if you're looking for Hero, that is their modeling resin. So it has some flexible, and apparently they have a new version. So they have an Evolution and then they have Tough. So I'm not sure what the difference is between them, but semi-flex with excellent detail retention. Evolution increases print speed and the ease of use of the Hero line products. So basically, it makes it better. But they give you all the strengths of this this type of resin, what you should use, 405, how much of a shrinkage rate it's got is 3%. Shore rate is 70. So I mean, they do a lot of information here. And that's where they shine over basically any other type of manufacturer because they basically tell you what you need to know. So like this one's a little bit better, 71%. So, but their elongation might be a little bit better. But this one can also be used for like DLP stuff. So there's different things. And then they started moving to pouches, so you'll see more of this out of anything, which I just got. So I am always afraid to go to resin because I know it's spendy. Well, this is kind of on the pricey side. So this 4 kilograms. You don't really want that. But yeah, like $100 for resin. But here's the thing. I mean, you can get a bottle of resin for like $20-$30. And that'll get you a good amount of stuff to print with. So, but the thing is like where you spend more on resin to get your details and your parts, you spend less time doing hard work, like sanding down and filling and things like that. You don't really have to do that with resin. So that's really, really cool. And then they also have this, like our pouch recycling program, where you can get in-store credit and things like that. So really, really cool stuff that they have. And then they have like their mud. That's basically like the mixture of miscellaneous crap that they have, and they usually sell them in big kilogram. But $100 for 4 kilograms, that's pretty good. So it's not too bad. But their stuff is great. Then they also have their Sidekick, which is like their additive. So if you're looking for some cheap additive, you can, for $40. Essentially, this is like Psoriatic Tenacious, where you add it into a regular resin, and it essentially becomes a more rigid resin. So there's a few trade-offs between FDM and resin. Yeah, and that you really have to figure out where you're wanting to be printing. So in my opinion, the failure rate on resin is far less. And what I like most about resin is when it is failure, usually it's user error. It's not machine error. It's not something wrong with the machine. That's like maybe 1 to 2% of error it's a machine error or a slice error. Everything else is literally user error. So that's what I like most about it, because you have to learn how to print. Otherwise, you're not going anywhere. You're going to have a really bad time. So that's why I always, when people ask me about things, I sit down and I talk with them, and I'm like, all right, so you want to get printing. Let's start off by calibrating your resin, because that's first and foremost. Without that, you're not going anywhere. So you tune that in, then you go to, all right, now my print orientation. You always got to make sure that, don't try and print flat, always print on an angle. And then, you always want to have the right supports. That's your big 3 things right there that I always tell everybody. So exposure, orientation, and support structure. Never ever rely on automatic supports. Automatic supports will only get you so far. They are not your one and done. Always go in and add supports. I will always add supports on automatic. It's very rare that I will let them fly as is, unless I could really care less. But yeah, very, very nice stuff. But yeah, definitely more pricey. I'm learning that with FDM as well. What? About user error? Because I'll be honest, there's more machine error on that side than there is user error. It's kind of a 50-50 balance, in my opinion. So. Now, there is another resin which I have, and I have not tried. If you're still on here looking for clear resin. And that is this stuff. Now, I'm told that this stays clear. Not that clear. That's still post-processing. It'll still frost. But I'm told that it's very, very good. It does not yellow. But I highly doubt that. If it is, that's great because that's a great price for that. But I have yet to test it out and verify. But usually Nova is not somebody who just tells you something without actually doing it. So, no, with supports. Yeah, supports are always hard no matter what you're working with. But yeah, if you're looking for a good clear, this might be another good alternative to try out. Again, I have a bottle. I haven't tested it out, but it's pretty good. Their resin so far. So, yeah, like this one. I wish they had that. I wonder if they got any pictures of it. Let's see. Good stuff. I have a regular old Nova Elfin 2. That's with a Nova. I want to see some more. So, looks like it does stay. But the thing is I don't know if those are post-processed or not. This one definitely is. This one's more frosted, you see? That's pretty good. So I'd say it does its job. Now this you can't really base off of, but you can kind of see some yellowing. I don't know if that's because of where it's at. Oh, no, it is. Okay. It's fine. But this is right off the print. So most clear resins will look like this right off the printer. It's when you start curing it is when... does he read YouTube comments or is he on Instagram or Twitter, etc.? No, I read YouTube comments. You have a hangout? No, I'm going to be getting off here in a second. So, what's up, Shrimper? Oh, you said which Hellet 1... My bad, man. Which Hellet 1 device settings can be set to the lowest or highest without affecting print quality or failure? So first and foremost, you have to tune your resin. That's going to affect a lot of things. So you always have to make sure that you do a calibration print on that. Otherwise, there's no point in changing anything. Now, for the Hellet 1 Plus, I did do some machine settings to make it print twice as fast. Now, we can try and do that here as well. Let me boot this up. You have a Creality Hellet 1, right? Just a regular one? If so, let's take a look at it. Let's see what we could do for you on the fly. Now, you can try these settings out, but you just got to be careful with them. Okay, so let's see what they max them out, because on the Hellet 1 Plus, they max out my printing ability. So let's see. All right. And then 5. That's way too low. All right. So essentially, this is what you can use for your printing ability. So let's see if I can. I don't think I can zoom in here. But essentially, this is what you're going to leave it at. Okay, your layer height's going to be left at 0.050. Your bottom layer count is going to be left at put at 5. Your exposure time is going to be depending on your resin, so that'll change from resin to resin. Your bottom exposure time, I usually keep this at 30. Your light off delay, you're going to take that down to 0. Then we're going to come over here to the right column. Bottom lift distance, we're going to put that at 5. Lifting distance, we're going to put that at 5. Then that should automatically change your bottom retract distance to 5, your retract distance to 5. Then everything else is going to be 180. So everything on the right-hand side should be 5, 5, 5, 5, then 180, 180, 180, 180. Go ahead and give that a try and see what you come up with. As for print time compensation, you'll have to adjust this a little bit because I don't have your printer, so I don't know how to adjust that for your printer. But essentially what this does, this advanced tab, you come over here and you select print time compensation. So let's say, here, let's take it off. So all right, let's load up a model really quick. Let's just load this basic one in here, okay? All right, so we're just going to slice this model. That's all it is. Do. All right, so this says 3 hours, 2 minutes, and 57 seconds. Let's say your printer says that it's going to be like 4 hours or something like that. So let's go ahead and put this at 2. And essentially all you're going to do is you're just going to keep going back and forth. You're going to slice, adjust that, go up 0.25. So go from go to 1, or printer says closer to 4 hours it's going to take to print. So we basically adjust that. So let's see what our print time says now. So, all right, our printer says it's going to be 4 hours and 15 minutes. Okay, so we're getting closer to that. So what we can do is we can come back and we can do 2.2 and go there. All right, now we're going to close this, slice it, hit yes. And all this is doing is just matching your machine settings. That's all. So that's all you're doing. This part should be basically, once you get it or get it close to that, I personally would overthrow it. All right, so that says 4 hours and 5 minutes. So we got to go back up. So let's do 2.7. All right. Let's go there. Because we're looking for 4 hours and 15 minutes, right? All right, so let's slice. All right, so that says 4 hours and 20 minutes, but our printer says 4 hours and 50 minutes. I personally would rather overshoot, but if you want to get closer, that's perfectly fine. So I screen grabbed those settings. Think I was wasting a load of time with screen off delay. I agree. It's a nice feature, and it'll give you really, really crisp prints, but you're not going to lose really any detail, in my opinion. Like, I've tried it with and without it, and yeah, it does look a lot smoother with the light off delay because it basically gives some time for the resin to flow in. But it's not something that you're going to notice, in my opinion, unless you have like a macro lens or a really nice camera. That's the only time you're going to notice the difference between light off and light on. So, but yeah, so essentially, I personally would just leave it here because my machine says 4 hours and 50 minutes. My slicer says 4 hours and 20 minutes. But again, if you want to be more precise, we could go down to 2.6. Okay, and then that should be closer to what we're looking at. Now, this is only in the newest version of Shitu Box, 1.9.3. I don't think the previous version had that time compensation on there. So, wax on, wax off. What's up? What's up, Ben? How's it going? I'm just about to jump off here. I'm getting tired. So that says 4 hours and 17 minutes. So again, we can go back and we can change it. Let's go 2.5. So we know that took off a couple seconds. So it's probably going to be like 2.47 or something. It's going to be something stupid, I'm sure. But essentially, that's what we're doing. We're changing the print time compensation to compensate for the printer time, because for some reason the slicer just can't figure that out. I don't know why, but some slicers can, some slicers can't. All right, so now we're under. So we're going to go back and we're going to set it to 2.52. Let's just go up by 2 and try it that way. So we know we're under on 2.5. And then we're going to go over. Let's see if it's over. So again, this will pretty much be a one and done thing. Once you get that all dialed in, it should be good for any resin. Because now what it's going to do is it's going to base that off of your exposure time on your resin. So, okay, so 4 hours, 14 minutes, and 51 seconds. So we're right there. So we're going to do 2.54. Let's see what that does. Probably 2.55. Good evening. You enjoying your little robot there, Ben? I have one of those guys. Well, my son does. We have like the older versions of them. All right, so this has 4 hours, 15 minutes, and 26 seconds. All right, so let's go back down to 2.53. So I think that'll be pretty much what we need. All right, so we're going to let that slice, and I think that'll be pretty much where we need it to be. If not, like I said, I would just personally leave it within that area of time frame. But it should match up pretty much what your printer says. So let's say the printer said 4 hours and 15 minutes, period. So 4 hours, 15 minutes, and 9 seconds. I'd say that's good enough. You're not going to get any better. Okay. So even if I went back and I dialed that in to 2.53, I don't think it'll allow me. Yeah, it's not gonna allow me to go down any more than that. So you can't do anything like that. The software forecast time and actual printing time need to come from the data recorded in the same printing. Okay. So I don't know what that is. I'll have to look more into this and figure out what the hell it is. Oh man, really? Don't tell me I could have just done this instead of doing all that work. Okay, so apparently, if I said it took 4 hours and 18 minutes and 12 seconds, and the software said Now I want to see this. Hold on. Let's see if there's an easier way to do this. You want to give me one of those little robots? They're cool. They're very interactive. All right, so let's go back and see what this says. I think it was like 3 hours and something. $3,257. Okay, so let's go into here. 3. I'll have to play around with this and see what the hell this is. I don't know. I don't think that is right yet. So either way, just keep doing what I told you before until I figure this option out. I know that's kind of a pain, but I would just throw a number in there and call it a day and see where you go from there. To be in all honesty, that's kind of what I did when I first started doing that. So, but yeah, the higher the resin temperature, hence the lower the viscosity, the lower the rise height and turn off delay. Yes. So when you're printing with higher temperatures, no, that doesn't make sense. That's opposite, I would think. No, you're right. The higher the resin temperature, the lower the viscosity. Correct. That is correct. Sorry. The lower the rise height and turn off delay. I'll be honest, I keep those the same no matter what. So I don't ever change those. I just adjust my exposure time to compensate for that automatically. So, but that's essentially all you have to do. So, I guess I could put out that profile if I really wanted to, so people could have a faster printing experience on the Hallet one, because that took my printing time from 6 hours on the Hallet One Plus to 3 hours. So crazy fast. So anyway, I think that's pretty much it, guys. If you need anything, you can always hit me up on YouTube, on TikTok, on Facebook, anywhere that you see me under the Akuma Mods name, and I will try and get you guys all set up here. But yeah, I'm gonna get some sleep here, and I will catch you guys all later. Until next time.